Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. In this class, we are focusing on the IELTS reading for a Band 9 result. Welcome BSNSB, Kanu, Kyber. Welcome our moderator, Carolina. Hello members, good to see everyone. Hi Aryan, nice to have everyone in the class. Students, this class is presented to you by aehelp.com as well as gieltshelp.com for lots and lots of great IELTS learning. Please make sure to visit us there. I will quickly show you these websites. This is our academic IELTS website here with the blue background. All you have to do is click this big red button here to join our premium package. Once you do that, you will have a My Student account. In your My Student account, you have computer-based IELTS practice exams, a full online academic course. Of course, if you click on these, you'll see all of these goodies. You have lesson videos, over 100 of these HD lesson videos for your learning. So definitely good. Oh, by the way, you can click on this, or you can point your camera at this QR code to download our apps. So our apps are available on our app stores. Our apps are Academic IELTS Help and General IELTS Help. So go to your app store and look for Academic IELTS Help and General IELTS Help and install those apps, and you can link them to your web accounts. So yeah, Andrea, it's a new style of video, and by your thumbs up, I believe that you like it. Again, we're doing both, so we're going to be doing the new style and the old style, depending on what we're showing in the class. So give us feedback, students. Let us know what you think about our different styles of live class teaching. Welcome, Naseem. Okay. All right. Muxlisa, send me an email and I'll help you out, okay? All right, everyone. So if you have questions, like Muxlisa has a question, something about the postcode, send me an email to adrian@aehelp.com, okay? I will definitely respond to your questions. Okay, so we have reading right now, everyone, and then tomorrow we're going to finish our task 2 essay that we started in the last class, and we're going to do some grammar lessons for IELTS tomorrow as well. So that should be pretty cool, okay? All right, Sammy likes this style of streaming, which is good. All right, okay, everyone, so today it's reading, and reading we shall do together. Let's do this. So we are working on creating some new exams for you as well. So our company develops IELTS practice exams, of course, and for our 10th exam, we have this topic. Now, this is for academic IELTS, but general IELTS, so listen up, Aryan and Mohammed over at the General English Help channel. General IELTS reading section 3 is pretty much identical to the reading section of, or the reading sections of the academic IELTS. This is our reading passage here for today. And it is titled, so this is passage 1, it is titled Angel Falls, South America's Hidden Wonder, okay? And then at the top here, you see this information. It says you should spend about 20 minutes on questions 1 to 13, which are based on reading passage 1. Reading audio CD1 track 5. The reading audio, by the way, students, if you have access to our premium package at aehelp.com, then you can actually listen to a British person read this passage, so you can improve your reading fluency with that. Make sure you use that, okay? All right. Ois says it's a convenient wait for you. Yeah, Ois, I like jumping around in front of the board too. So I like both styles, sitting down and standing up. Okay, so here we have our reading passage. What's the first step, students? So when we have a reading passage, what is step number 1? So what's step 1 when you're reading a passage? Okay, what should you always do? All right. Yeah, it's got a good laugh out of that, right? All right. So what should we do? Arda says, pay attention to the title. Absolutely. So pay attention to the title of the passage. And what do you mean by that, Arda? So what should we do? Sammy says we should visualize the title. Absolutely. The reason I emphasize this, students, is because so many times students will skip the title. They're like, oh, the title isn't used for any of the answers, so I'm just going to skip the title. My teacher said, don't read the title. It's a waste of time. That's horrible advice, okay? Definitely read the title. The title gives you the idea of the whole passage. How can I explain this? It's like going to a restaurant without knowing what kind of food they serve. It's like saying like, hey everyone, let's go to a restaurant today. And then your friend's like, well, okay, is it Italian? Is it French? Is it Japanese? And you're like, well, I don't know. I didn't read the sign on the restaurant. I'm just gonna run in and look at the menu, figure it out. No, you're gonna, try to look at the name of the restaurant before you go and sit down, okay? Same thing with the passage. Read the title before you read the passage, okay? That's why the IELTS people put it there. If it's not important, they wouldn't put a title for the passage, okay? All right, so read the title, okay? And definitely visualize. So pay attention to the title of the passage and visualize the information. Recall what you know about this, okay? So recall what you know about this, okay? Maybe some of you know about Angel Falls. Maybe some of you have even visited there. Who knows, okay? All right. So Angel Falls, South America's hidden wonder. What do you see? Okay, what do you see when you picture this? So you should actually see information, okay? I close my eyes. When I close my eyes, I see myself at the bottom of a beautiful waterfall somewhere in a South American jungle, and this waterfall is just huge. There are big green plants, trees, jungle. I even see beautiful parrots and colorful birds, and there's a black panther up in a tree. It's just incredible. So I see all of that. What do you see? Okay. Andre says beautiful views. So I see myself showering at the bottom of an amazing waterfall in the jungle with colorful birds. Okay, so that's what I see. Okay, Arda, don't just see it from the outside. So Arda says a waterfall in South America. I guess it's also a touristic place. Arda, see yourself there. So you're at the waterfall. You see other tourists. You see maybe people with backpacks, with cameras, taking pictures. Okay. Hi, Azamov in Uzbekistan. Jump into the lesson. Okay. Sammy, very good. So Sammy says, wonderful falls with a gushing sound so you can hear the sound of the falling water. Very good. Okay. So think about what, why, how. So what are, that's the next step, right? So step 2, think a minute or two critically about the title. It means predict the passage, and good IELTS teachers teach this to students. They say, read the title and predict the passage. Think about, what is this passage about, right? So yeah, absolutely. So think a minute or two, predict the passage. So what is Angels Falls? Anybody know? Or what is Angel? I keep saying Angels, but it's Angel Falls. So what is Angel Falls? Okay. What do you think? What is that? Why would somebody in IELTS in Cambridge in England write a passage about a waterfall in South America? So what is it? Okay, Thang Ha says it's an unspoiled fall. We wouldn't say unspoiled, Thang. We would say untouched. It's an untouched natural beauty in nature. Okay. Okay. Karen says it's hidden maybe because it's gone unnoticed. Okay. Farid says it's some uninterrupted waterfall. Okay. Aryan, Abhishek, give me some ideas. Bakrat says it's a waterfall situated in South America. I can think of a number of people who can visit this amazing. Okay, Sammy says it's very beautiful. Okay, it's probably very beautiful, absolutely. Okay, why talk about it? So why is it interesting? What do you think could be unique about it? Okay. Okay, Mortuza says it's unpolluted. Yeah, maybe. I would say maybe it's very big. Or it is very high. Okay. All right. So we're thinking critically about Angel Falls, America's hidden wonder. And then the next step, step 3, is to read the questions to get more ideas. So read questions that are included in the passage to get more ideas about the reading. Okay, so let's do that. Let's look at the questions. Okay, so here's the whole passage, and then every IELTS passage is followed by 13 to 14 questions. So here, everyone, we have questions 1 to 5. So questions 1 to 5, complete the sentences below. Okay, so this is a good one to read because this is all in the passage. So you should read this type of question because it's all in the passage. Okay. Will be contained in the passage. Okay, so it's good to read this, right? Choose no more than 2 words from the passage. Oh, by the way, everyone, this is a reading class, so make sure you're not just listening to me, but read with me, okay? So read with me. When you see me look up, everyone, it's because I'm looking at what you're writing in the chat. Okay, I've got multiple screens and I'm looking around to see what you're writing into the chat, right? Okay, Hassan, I'm going to help you with how to solve 3 passages in 1 hour. So that's correct strategy, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, so when you read these questions, read them nice and fast, okay? Don't worry about understanding all parts of the question. This is just a simple review to get more ideas of the passage, okay? So write your answers in boxes 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. Unlike Niagara Falls, which is surrounded by cities and towns, Angel Falls is in a very something location, which has hardly been contacted by people. While some parts of the earth are new, such as the area around Angel Falls is 2 billion years old. The geologic feature known as A is an example of continental drift. Number 4, interestingly, the geological evidence shows that South America was once connected to something many years ago. Number 5, The main cause that created Angel Falls is the difference in levels of something between sections of the rock. This is caused by extreme variations in climates and extreme weather events like hurricanes. Okay, good. Now, questions 6 to 9. Here we have some true, false, not given. Should I read true, false, not given questions before the passage? So is it a good idea for me to review true, false, not given questions before the passage, everyone? Mamta says no. Bakrat says skip it. Arda says no. Amina, I hope you mean no for this one. Yeah, Blueberry says if you can. No, Blueberry, you shouldn't, okay? So don't read them, all right? So do not read this type of question because it is confusing and a waste of time. Okay, and also keep in mind that you cannot solve these questions or this type of question effectively by skimming and scanning. Okay, so I hope many IELTS examiners are not teaching this strategy anymore to just skim and scan the passage. Skimming and scanning can be useful sometimes, but it's not usually an effective strategy, okay? So skimming and scanning usually does not work. It doesn't work for true, false, not given questions, okay? Why not? And Fareed says because some ideas are not included in the passage. Yeah, exactly, okay? So because you cannot skim read for answers that are false or not given. It's very difficult, okay? Impossible, basically. Okay, so you waste a lot of time. All right? So that's why. Okay, so don't read these. Just skip them. Okay, we'll come to them at the end. All right. And then here we have 2 questions. So this is, pay attention always, it's question 10 and 11. Multiple choice, all right. Here it says choose 2 letters, A to E. Write the correct letters in boxes 10 and 11 on your answer sheet. Okay, only read the question here. Okay. So only read the question because the answers are, or I should say because many answers are not in the passage. So, okay, again, it's like true, false, not given. Don't read information that's not in the passage, all right? So here we only read the question, okay? We only read this question, all right? So let's do that. Which 2 of the following statements are made in the text about tourism? Okay, and then here, questions 12 and 13, okay? Again, it's 2 questions. Pay attention, all right? Only read the question here. So which of the following best describes the tourist experience when visiting Angel Falls? Okay, and then the last one. Here we go. So which of the following phrases best describes the main aim of the reading passage? Again, this one you have to read the whole passage because you can't get the main aim of the passage without reading the whole passage usually, okay? Yeah, Annie, very good. So Annie says, I don't use skimming and scanning because it makes me confused. That's right, Annie. It makes you confused with a D. So yeah, don't use it, okay? Crazy Roblox, just joining right now, is absolutely fine. We're just going over the questions. Okay, so we looked at the questions. So we definitely got some more information about what this passage will contain. So if I go back to the top of my reading here, all right, we read the questions and I got a couple more ideas about what this passage will have so I can be a little bit more visual, okay? So based on these questions, I now know that this passage will include information about what? About the something around Angel Falls and something else. Oh, around Angel Falls. Okay, what are those? Okay, so what kind of extra information did we pick up by looking at the questions here? Okay. All right. So what else do we know by looking at this? Okay. Let me bring that down a little bit. Here we go. Okay. Artist says there will definitely be a good amount of information of tourism. Yeah. Okay. So definitely tourism. There will be lots of information around tourism. We saw lots of questions focusing on tourism. Yeah, Farid, very good. So Farid Massoud says it was clear that there's going to be a lot about the geography. So how it formed, when it was formed. So about the geography, very good. Okay. Geography is the study of land features. So studying oceans is oceanography. Okay. Geography is studying land features. So learn new words, geography. Okay. Okay, it's the science of land and land formation. All right. Sammy says the importance and the origin. Very good. All right, everyone. So I think we're on the right track. And we can now read and figure this out. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Okay, everybody, this is reading. So read with me. Okay. Read with me. Have fun reading with me. Okay. So try to follow my speed, my intonation. Okay. My speed is just right for IELTS to finish in 1 hour the 3 passages and get a great band score. Okay? You don't need to read super fast. If you're reading super fast and you're not paying attention to what you're reading, you're wasting your time. Okay? So it's important to read at a comfortable pace where you understand the text. All right? Okay, everyone? So here we go with the first paragraph. So starting from the top. All right, here we go. Angel Falls, South America's hidden wonder. Located in Venezuela's Bolivar state, Angel Falls is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall. With a height of 979 meters, almost a kilometer, it is an almost unfathomable drop from top to bottom. For comparison, the world-renowned Niagara Falls drop is about 1/20th that of Angel Falls, only about 50 meters. And while Niagara Falls is situated in a relatively urban environment and is exploited for its hydroelectric capacity, Angel Falls is incredibly remote and remains virtually untouched by humans. All right, when you're practicing at home, you should stop here and think about what you read. Okay, so think about what you read. Whoa, there we go. Think about what you read. All right, and summarize it in a clear, complete, and concise way. What did you read? Oh, very good, Arda. So Arda says it's a comparison between Niagara Falls and Angel Falls, specifically their size, right? So So for example, here, it's a comparison between the size and location of Niagara and Angel Falls. Okay, does everybody agree with me that this is about the most concise and accurate way that we can summarize this paragraph? It's a comparison between the size and location of Niagara and Angel Falls. Okay, Hurain says, and the location. Yeah, Hurain, absolutely right. Okay, so the size and the location. Okay, that's what you want to be able to do. If you want to get a really good band score in your next IELTS reading, you need to be able to summarize the paragraph in a clear and concise way. Okay, so this is the key. This is where the magic happens. All right. Okay, so let's keep reading. Okay, we're going to do the same for this next paragraph as well. So read with me. All right, stay with me. Here we go. Geology. Angel Falls is located in an extremely old part of the Earth geologically. Though it might seem odd to think of particular parts of Earth as older or younger, since the planet came into existence at a single time, this is certainly true. The Hawaiian Islands, for example, are only about 1 million years old. They were formed by relatively recent geological forces, namely volcanoes. The area around Angel Falls, conversely, is roughly 2 billion years old. Referred to as a plateau, this area provides significant evidence of historical climate change and continental drift. For example, evidence in the region demonstrates that it broke away from what is today the continent of Africa hundreds of million years ago. Furthermore, the falls themselves were formed by the changing climates experienced during the continent's shift across the globe. Extreme variations in climate, from arid to humid, low rainfall to high rainfall, droughts, and extreme events like hurricanes resulted in a differentiated landscape susceptible to differing levels of erosion. When one place, if more susceptible to erosion than other, great geological transformation can occur. This is the main cause of the creation of Angel Falls. Okay, so what is this paragraph about? So again, summarize this in a simple and concise way. Okay, so give me the answer for this. David Babayan says geographical characteristics and climatic conditions in this region of Angel Falls. Riza says the Angel Falls location. Mamta says geographical area of Angel Falls. Ritvik says this paragraph is about the geographical and historical aspects of the falls. Yeah, absolutely. So the geology and history of the formation of Angel Falls, right? That's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, very good. So let's talk about the discovery, or let's read about the discovery. Here we go, everyone. Okay, so read with me. It is easy to assume that Angel Falls, because of its beauty and majesty, must be named after an angel in the religious sense. This is incorrect. Rather, the falls are named after American aviator Jimmy Angel, who crash-landed near the top of the waterfall in his small aircraft in 1935. Amazingly, he and his 3 fellow travelers survived the crash, and after a harrowing 11-day journey, made it back to civilization. Fascinatingly, his plane remained atop the falls for 33 years after the crash until eventually being lifted out by a helicopter in 1968. Today, the airplane is on display in the Aviation Museum in Maracay, Venezuela. However, if you fly over the falls today, you will see a replica of Angel's aircraft sitting atop the falls, just as his original plane did for 3 decades. All right. Angel was not the first person to encounter the falls, however. They were known to indigenous populations for thousands of years, and this fact was reflected in Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez's declaration in 2009 that the falls be known as Querepaquaywena, waterfall of the deepest place, in the indigenous Pimon language. This is ours long before Angel arrived, Chavez said. This is indigenous land. Okay, so what is this paragraph about? Again, what is this paragraph about? When you're practicing at home, you should always stop students to answer this question, okay? So even during the actual exam, so during your official exam, you should ask this question in your head and think about the answer when you're reading, okay? That will help you with your answers. So Blueberry says the discovery and the mystery, the history theories about Angel Falls. Okay. Tony says the history of the falls name. Yeah. Sandy says how it was named. Let's put those together. So it is about the accidental discovery and naming of Angel Falls. Yeah, okay, so that's what it's about. Sure. All right. Let's keep reading. Let's do this. I think you're all doing a fantastic job. I hope everybody is reading with me. If you're not understanding every single word, don't panic. Don't worry about it, okay? So just keep reading. All right? Here we go. So Angel may not have even been the first Westerner to see the falls. Some historians claim Spanish explorer Fernando de Berrio visited the falls sometime in the late 1500s or early 1600s. Another claim says British explorer Walter Raleigh discovered the falls during his 1595 expedition to find El Dorado, the mythical city of gold, though this claim has little evidence to back it up. Other historians believe Spanish explorer Felix Cardona was the first Westerner to set eyes upon the falls in 1927. Okay, so this paragraph obviously about who first discovered the waterfall. So the first Westerners, the argument of the first Westerners to discover the waterfall. Okay. A lot of debate there. Let's keep going. So we're picking up speed. We're doing well. Okay. Arda says some claims without evidence. Arda, it's good that you picked that out. Jagdish Joshi says it's about conflict and claiming the discovery. Rashika agrees. Debates on discovery. Amina, Angel Falls history. I think that was the earlier paragraph that you're referring to. Okay, so let's do this. So keep reading with me, okay? Read with me. Tourism. All right. While it is unclear who explored the region and when, it is certain that the falls are extremely desolate, and they remain that way to this day. However, many intrepid travelers make the effort to witness the wonder of the falls. The journey generally takes 3 days from Canaima, the nearest town, and involves walking, hiking, and canoeing along the river to reach camp each night. There are no roads which come anywhere close to the falls. Though it is a difficult journey, visitors are paid back with the incredible access to nature they get. Canoe rides through the jungle, and unique views of plants and animals in their natural habitats untouched by humanity. Visitors also can swim in the small pool that forms at the base of the falls and can feel the touch of the water that has fallen almost a kilometer before striking their bodies. The history of Angel Falls is ancient and has helped scientists understand concepts. Oh, that's the next paragraph. So we need to stop here and ask, what is this paragraph about? So what is this paragraph about? All right. While I drink some water here, students, give me an answer. So what is this paragraph about? What are we talking about here? Thanks, Knockley, for the compliment. Oh, it says tourists struggle to get to the waterfalls. Mumta says about the journey. Put that together. So Mumta and Ois, about the difficult journey for tourists to get to the waterfalls. And Akbar Shok says about the amenities. I mean, not a lot of amenities there. I guess you're referring to the canoe rides, right? And about the reward. Hurain says the journey and the fun. Yeah, we could say that for sure, Hurain, about the journey and the fun, right? So it is about the arduous journey for tourists to get to the falls and the reward. Of course, there's a reward there. Okay, so when you have new words like desolate, okay, desolate, you want to write those down. Okay, so new vocabulary, always write it down at home when you're learning it. Desolate, it's like saying remote. Okay, isolated. And I'm using the word arduous, which means difficult in this case. Okay, so pick up new vocabulary from these classes as well. Okay, challenging and difficult, arduous. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is about. Okay. All right, so let's finish this up. I believe it's our last little paragraph here. It's the conclusion. So let's do this. Let's read this together. The history of Angel Falls is ancient and has helped scientists understand concepts like climate change and continental drift. However, the fall's biggest impact is undoubtedly on the travelers who make the difficult journey to witness the majesty of the falls, the world's highest waterfall. So this is the world's highest waterfall, everyone, almost a kilometer high. Okay, let's answer some questions. So ideally, we're not searching the passage for every answer. Let's take a look at this, okay? So complete the sentences below. You should read this type of question because all of this information will be contained in the passage. That's my note. Choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. Write your answer in boxes 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. By the way, students, let me know if I'm too loud or if I'm not loud enough. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where to put this microphone with my face, lower, higher, okay? Let me know. I'll check it out. I'll check it out in the chat. All right, so here we go. Unlike Niagara Falls, which is surrounded by cities and towns, Angel Falls is in a very something location which has hardly been contacted by people. So I know this is coming from the first paragraph where they compare Niagara Falls and Angel Falls. Okay. Fareed says it's perfect. Okay, good, cool. All right, right on. Thanks for that. Crazy Roblox says it's remote. Arda says it's desolate. Yeah, they'll probably take both, Arda. They do say desolate. I would probably go with remote if it's what I read first. Okay. So I would go with remote. And if I have to check, I know that it's at the beginning of the passage, but desolate would work here as well, as I just explained. So here's the information. And while Niagara Falls is situated in a relatively urban environment, Angel Falls is incredibly remote and remains virtually untouched by humans. Okay, so here the question, it says Angel Falls is in a very remote location. Should I add the word incredibly here? So is it good for me to add incredibly remote here? What do you think will happen if I do that? Because it says no more than 2 words. Okay. So if I add incredibly remote, because I'm like, oh, they said incredibly remote, so I'll quickly put incredibly remote. Is that good? Sammy says yes. Arda says I wouldn't add it. Arda says, I don't know why, but I wouldn't add it. Dong Hyung says, no, Dong, you're right. Don't add that. Okay, you'll get it wrong because of very. Okay, so you see the word very, right? Okay, so if you add incredibly, you'll get it wrong. Okay, the tip here, everyone, is make sure you pay attention to the given information. Okay. Okay, so pay attention to avoid mistakes. If you put incredibly remote because you're just really paying attention to the space, you'll get it wrong. Because very is a synonym for incredibly. Okay, all right. So you would never write very incredibly remote. It's awkward and bad English. Okay, exactly, lazy Jern. Okay, number 2, let's keep going. So while some parts of the earth are new, such as the area around Angel Falls is 2 billion years old. I remember this answer because I saw it in my head. It was really clear. What was the answer here? Yeah, Carolina, exactly. That would be a grammar mistake in the beginning there. So here, some parts of the earth are new. The passage gave us an example, such as means it's the example. Okay. So they were talking about what? Very good, Arda. Now, you have a mistake in the spelling. So Arda says it's the Hawaiian Islands. I remember that, right? They're very new. Now, you don't have spell check, of course, all right? But you got the answer. So you're like, okay, it's Hawaiian Islands. But how do you spell Hawaii? Okay, how do you spell Hawaiian? Okay, well here, because you know it's a name, you're using a big H, you're using a big I, and you know that you can find this in the text under geology because it said for you, right? Like not the discovery, but the geology. So it's going to be here, and right away visually finding names is quite fast. So here we have Hawaiian Islands, and I noticed that the spelling of this is interesting. It's with 2 I's. So make sure that you get the absolute right answer in this case, okay? And add that extra I. Hawaiian Islands. Hawaiian Islands it is. Okay, let's go with, where is that color? This color. That's a nice color. All right, number 3. The geologic feature known as a something is an example of continental drift. Okay, so what's the answer to number 3? The geologic feature known as a what? Is an example of continental drift. So obviously this is going to be in geology again, right? Juan Diego says soy de Colombia. I'm not sure where we're going with that, Juan. Arda says climate change. Climate change would not be a geologic feature. Saria says mountain. Arda says a plateau. Okay. Sammy says maybe a volcano. So we're getting some mixed answers here. And the best thing or the best question here is, well, I don't really know. So how do I figure this out? Look for continental drift. Okay. So look for that. and look for geological feature. Okay, so look for these two words and then we can figure that out. Now, some of you thought it was plateau, so that's a good starting point, checking that. Okay, so here we go. Referred to as a plateau, this area provides significant evidence of climate change and continental drift. All right, so plateau, it is, everyone, plateau. By the way, a plateau is a flat area that's high up, often in the mountains, okay? British Columbia, where I live in Canada, has incredible, large, massive plateaus, okay? So plateau is a flat area that's high above the sea level, all right? And if, again, it's a new word for you, if you're like, oh, it's a new word, I never knew that word, plateau, then definitely learn it. Okay, add it to your vocabulary list. All right, so plateau. Plateau is a small p. It's a common noun, everyone. So watch your capitalization. You can use all capitals for the reading and listening, but your capitalization has to be correct. Okay? All right, so pay attention to that. Okay? Okay, number 4. Interestingly, the geological evidence shows that South America was once connected to something many years ago. What was South America connected to? I think a lot of you probably know this from like your grade 8, grade 9 science class. Dang Ha says Africa. Yeah, they kind of look like two slices of pizza that were beside one another. All right, another reason to love South America and Africa. They look like giant slices of pizza. Well, I guess if you like pizza, I love pizza. So, but yeah, they look like slices of pizza, and pizza slices are connected to each other before you eat them. Okay, so Africa, yeah, and I don't have to search for this. You shouldn't have to search for an answer like this. Hopefully, if you're having to search, that could be trouble. Okay. Arda says, who doesn't? Oh, it says, that's funny. Yeah. Okay, so there we have Africa. Okay. Number 5, the main cause that created Angel Falls is the difference in levels of something between sections of the rock. This is caused by extreme variations in climates and extreme weather events like hurricanes. Okay, so what could this be? Now I'm thinking about the cause that created Angel Falls. So if I have to search, this is what I'm searching for, but I might know the answer if I've studied a bit of geography and English. Thang Ha says that was erosion. Erosion. Yeah, I agree. Erosion, it is. Yeah, because water erodes, so it makes sense, right? Erosion. Levels of erosion. Erosion is the noun, everyone, and erode is the verb. Okay, so erosion, the noun of this word, learn it, and the verb is erode. Okay, hopefully you're repeating me when I'm saying these. So you're saying erosion, erode. So here's the vocabulary. Okay, it means to wear down. To wear down, to cause entropy. Okay, give you an example sentence so you understand it better. The heavy rain this last week eroded the road in front of my house, so my car got stuck in the mud for hours. Okay, so if there's a lot of rain and the rain washes away the road, then the road is eroded. Okay, it's a kind of a fun way to remember it because road and erode. Okay, so erosion, just remember the spelling's a bit different here. Erosion often causes damage to roads. Okay, all right. Okay, good. So now let's go to true, false, not given. Here we go. We've got a little bit of time left, so we'll get into this. True, false, not given. True if the statement agrees with the information in the passage. False if the statement contradicts the information in the passage, and not given if there is no information on this. Okay, so first question. Is it important for the passage? If yes, it's given. If no, not given. So Angel Falls is named after a religious type. Is it important to know where this waterfall gets its name? So Oa says, yes, it's important, and Arda says, yes, it's important. Yes, this is important. So it's given. If it's given, is it true? That's question 2. Is it true that Angel Falls is named after a religious type of angel, you know, with the wings and everything? No, it's false. Why? You should always be able to answer the why question. Why is it false? Oh, it says it's false. It's given, it's true, but it's false. Okay? All right? So, Hurain, Venci, why is it false? Let's see if anybody can tell me that. Yeah, Thang Ha says it's named after an aviator that crashed there. Oh, it says that aviator is Jimmy Angel. Indeed. Yeah, so you should always be able to answer that question. Okay, number 7. The plane that crashed near the top of the waterfall in 1935 is still there today. Is this important? Yeah, this is kind of tricky because I would be inclined to say it's not important. But in this case, I'd be wrong. It is important because it's part of the history of the name of the waterfall, right? And it's kind of the history of the waterfall itself. It's a key feature. So here in this case, it's going to be important. Yes, it is important. Is it true? It's false, right? The plane is no longer there, or at least not the original plane, but there's a replica there. Okay, don't misspell false or you'll get it wrong. So, yeah, it's false. Okay, very good. Hoang Nam Duong Pham says it's false. Artist says it was there for 33 years, but it's not there anymore. Vinita, be careful. Make sure you put false if you're doing the paper-based exam, right? So it's false. Okay, everyone, I'm kind of running out of time, but that is absolutely okay because that will give you a chance to do some of this on your own, and then you can email me your answers, and I will email you back the correct answer key. So number 8, Indigenous peoples of the era have been aware of the fall's existence for millennia. Number 9, Walter Raleigh discovered El Dorado soon after discovering the falls in 1595. So there's a couple true, false, not givens. And then here are some multiple choice questions for the reading passage. You can look at this later when you review this lesson. It's going to be on our YouTube channel. Here's some more multiple choice. And then send me your answers. Email me your answers, students, and I will send you the answer key. So I'll show you where you can do that. Okay. So here we go. Here is my email again. Okay, so there's my email, adrian@aehelp.com. You can send me your answers there, and I'll send you back the answer key, and I'll send you back a special discount code to join our websites, aehelp.com for academic IELTS and gieltshelp.com for general IELTS. Okay. Definitely check out our websites. We've got lots and lots of reading passages for you. They're the exact same level difficulty questions as the real exam, and it doesn't cost very much. We've got some incredible interactive websites for you. So here you can check them out. And then you can learn lots with these websites. Okay. Here are the computer-based IELTS practice exams. And if you have questions, you can always contact me through the website. General IELTS website looks like this for general reading. Make sure to click that big red button to join the premium package there. All right, students, thank you so much for being in this class with me. And thank you so much for the effort for reading and for answering. I hope you have a great day. Tomorrow I will be back with more writing for members, and we'll do some grammar lessons, some fun grammar lessons for the IELTS. So definitely check back for that. Again, thank you everyone for your support. Have an awesome rest of your day. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Much love to all of you, wherever you are in this beautiful world. I'm Adrian, and I'm signing out from Victoria for now.